friends, it's Jody. Welcome back to This Beaded Life. So I haven't been able to get back to some of my boxes as quickly as I'd like to lately. And so I'm actually wanting to design some more stuff with the bargain bead box for September. And so I'm going to grab it and we're going to grab some other supplies. So meet me at the mat with whatever you have left from bargain bead box, because I have seen so many great things come from that box, because that you guys are posting both on your own Facebooks, the Bargain Bead Box Facebook, our Facebook page that we have, this Beaded Life's Bead Friends. You guys are just phenomenal, and you're knocking it out of the park with every single style every single time. So let's go grab it. You've inspired me, and let's get to work. Okay, friends, so here we have it. Here is our sweater weather. And let's see what all we have in here today, because it's been a while since I've touched it. So, gosh, you know, I really like these. Like, I keep feeling like I want to use these in some way, and I kind of want them to be right next to each other. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab some of these out. Let's do that. Some little critter in my backyard that's making all kinds of ruckus. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. We're gonna probably need a clasp. I'm thinking that we're going to make a bracelet. And I think we're gonna do, a multi-strand bracelet. So we're actually gonna want probably 2 of these little flowers. I want to use like all of these little beads, because these little beads are just amazing. So I was thinking that we could do like, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, you guys. I know we will. So let's just pull all of these out. And I don't know what I did with my little scooper. I think I was sorting beads the other day, and I think I was doing it in the living room, and so I think I left it in the living room. So I'm just going to try to pull all these out as best as I can. Oh, you know what? I should actually use this as a button. I wonder if I should do that instead. Let's see. Just going to pull all of these little guys out. This whole like little mix is just amazing. Like, I don't know if you guys have a lot of you done anything with your little mix yet? If you have, did you like what you made? Just curious to see what everyone is thinking. So let's see, let's get that here. Let's do that. Okay, we got all that. Let's see. So we have all of this. This is a fun little mix. We have some of these little guys. I'm just gonna put my bag stuff off to the side. Because I do want that dark blue in here. And I do think that we can do a button out of this. I'm just trying to think of how I want to do that, because this is really, really cute. Trying to decide how I want to do that. Sorry if you can hear my fan, you guys. It got warm again. Like this evening got super warm. Let's see. I think we want to use some of this red. Maybe, I don't know if we'll use very much of this or not. And then I was also thinking maybe few of these. No, I want the bigger ones. Let's do a few of these maybe. Okay. All right, I think I got it, you guys. I think I got what I want to do. Now I just need to grab all the other little goodies, right? I need to grab like, let's see. I want some head pins probably. I'm trying to think of what material I want to use to do my stringing. I could do kind of like a bunch of like open ones. It's antique brass, it's copper. Okay, this is copper. So these 2 are copper. I think I want to use those. And I'm going to grab some other stuff. So I do have my crimps here. Whoop, wrong one. There we go. So we're going to need some of these. But I keep thinking I want to do like a different material. And I'm wondering, what do I have? I have silk cord. That could work. I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking, you know what? Let's grab a couple things. We're going to do some experimenting. I'm not sure how it'll work out for us, but we're going to, I don't know if I can experiment. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Let's see. I wonder if I could fit, you know what, honestly though, like these have bigger holes. So I could definitely do like a few pieces of the cording probably through these, like this one, that one, that one. There's not too many that have super big holes. Like there's a lot of these. Only one of that one. This is where I have a hard time because I know, like in my mind's eye, I know what I want, but I'm not sure how we're gonna achieve it. So I'm just gonna grab a few things. We're gonna play around a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay, you know what? I grabbed this Eslon. I got this Eslon from, oh my gosh, the Bead Obsession. So I think we're gonna use some of this. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to cut like, because we're gonna need quite a bit of it. I still don't know how I'm doing all this stuff yet, you guys. I'm just kind of winging it right now. We'll figure it out in a minute. Let me grab my tape measure, because what I'm wanting to do is do like one cord down to 3, or up to 3, I should say. So, well, it'd be like 1 strand to 3 strands, right? But using all the same cord. So, and I know I'm going to want to do some knots. So I want to cut off quite a bit of this. So we're going to cut off 30 inches and we're going to do 3 of these at 30 inches. Let me get my regular scissors here. So there's 1. And here's 2. And 1 more, and that will be 3. As soon as I finish cooling off, I can turn my fan off. I'm sorry if that noise is just too much for you guys. All right, so there's that. I have a whole bunch of that. I mean, they sent a ton of that Eslon, so I might as well use it, right? Okay, so this is what we have. I think what I'm gonna wanna do is probably start with like, I don't know, maybe right about here. I wanna leave quite a bit of, I don't know what I wanna use for my clasp yet. So I'm gonna leave like probably about 4 inches of tail, and we're just going to tie a simple knot on all 3 strands. So like that. Okay, so I just got a simple knot and I have 3 strands. This is probably about 4 to 5 inches in length. Not really quite sure if I'm going to need all that or not, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so let's find some stuff that will fit like 3 cords. And I'm really hoping some of these will. Oh, I think it does. Oh, it does, you guys. Check that out. Okay, so there's 1. And I will link you guys to Bargain Bead Box to get the, if you want to get the subscription or if you want to do some shopping. I have a $2 off code that you can use. It's Jody2, and it will give you $2 off your first month Or if you don't want to quite dive into it yet, it'll give you $2 off your purchase. So you can just go buy a few things if you like. I think Lauren said, Lauren is the owner of the company. I think she said that she was going to have the extras for this box up tonight. I think that's what she was saying. So, yeah, so you might be able to get some of these extras. And then I'll also leave the link for the Eslon that I'm using, so you can check that out too. See, and I'm thinking these would look really cute like this. But I'm almost wondering if maybe I won't use these. I don't know, it's like I want to use them, but then I when I get them on, like strung onto something, I'm not a huge fan. Like, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's just because I'm not quite using them in the right way. I don't know. But let's just do another one of these barrels. These little red glass barrels. And then let's see about doing, I kind of feel like these would make like a better, like a better earring, like if you were to hang it like this with like some dangles below it or something. I don't think, like, I can't seem to get it to look right, like strung on to something like a bracelet or whatever. And then let's do some of these little beads, these little triangular ones. And I just want this to be like a little short piece here. So we'll just do 2 of those triangle ones. I have 2 of these small barrels in this chocolate color. I don't like that. You guys, I'm like, nope, don't like that. Don't like that. All right, so let's try this again. This time let's do this little small chocolate one. And then let's do this larger red barrel. You know what? I do have these large spacers, these large hole spacers too. Let's grab some of these. I don't have a ton of those left, but that's okay. We can use them up. Let's grab one of these little spacers here. I really wish some of my gemstones had bigger holes, but they just don't. It's okay. It's all right. The only bad thing is the more times you change your mind on the Eslon, you kind of like start fraying the ends a little bit of your cord. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And then it ends up being like kind of like shreddy. All right, that one. Let's do another red barrel. Whoops. And then in between, let's do another spacer. And then we'll do one of these triangle beads. Another spacer. Red barrel. So what this is going to be essentially is like an asymmetrical bracelet. So you're going to have like 1 strand and then 2 strands. And I just want to use different cording every now and then, like different ways to string. Doesn't always have to be stringing wire. I just kind of want to challenge myself to use more materials because, you guys, I have like wax cording, I have vegan leather, I have regular leather, I have all this stuff that I just don't use because I by default, I just had right for my stringing wire. And I really want to challenge myself to use more of the things that I have rather than running myself out of my favorite stringing wires and then having to go and buy more right away. You know, it's just kind of, I need to start using my resources a little bit better. All right. So now that we have that on, so this is what one part of our bracelet will look like. Really, really cute, huh? Okay. And then we're going to want to do the same thing here. We're going to want to tie a simple knot. And we don't want to get it too tight up against those beads, but we do want it to be closer than not closer to the beads, if you know what I mean. So like, I'll show you. So I'm just slowly bringing this knot down closer to the beads, but not, I don't want it right on top of that last bead. And I'm just being really careful to make my knot really nice. Okay, there we go. So now you see it can still bend and do all those things. So that's what I want to see. And now I can really tighten that knot. All right, so there's part of our bracelet. So you can see we have about just less than half of our bracelet right there. And then next we're just gonna start stringing on some of these beads. And I think that since I have pulled some of these larger gemstones, I think we'll go ahead and throw those in there too. But then that means I kind of need, I feel like I need a few more. So maybe we'll just grab like a total of 5 of those. Let's grab a few of these, but I want to make them the lighter colors because I have those dark ones. Let's grab some of these. And how about this one? Oh, I like this one. Look at that. That one's really cool. Okay, so I got some lighter colors. Now I can turn my fan off because I finally cooled off. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just string on some strands here. We're gonna just start creating. And I think for these, like, it's really nice that I can just grab like little beads and just pop them right on. They work really, really, really nice together. So this strand and these, I'm just putting on whatever I'm grabbing. Whatever will fit over my S-line is going on. Whatever doesn't, it's okay. I'll just set it aside. And we're just making a strand here. And I'm starting with some of my smaller ones. And I'm just grabbing what I see in front of me. This little mix is really cute. I'm kind of tempted to go grab another one of these mixes to go over there and see if they have more. We're going to use some peanut beads. The little peanut beads are so much fun to use. I've been using them. I've got some from Danielle Wicks's shop a while back, and I absolutely love them because I love how they stack. I think they're so super cute, and they really just offer like a really fun, different look to things that you're designing with. See what I mean? Look how cute that looks. All right, and now let's go into some bigger beads. Let's see where we're at as far as like a length here. I'll grab my tape measure. Because my wrist, I like to make like a 7-inch bracelet. So we're at like 3.5 right now. So we still have plenty of room to bead, especially since I don't know yet what I want to use as my clasp. I really think I do want to use the flower and do like a button clasp, but I'm not quite sure yet. All right, so let's just start doing more of these. And we're going to put on some of our larger ones that we have in this mix too, just to kind of mix them up in there and bring in some gemstones. It's really fun. That little hole might be way too little. Oh no, it fits just fine. But there's all kinds of little shapes in here. It's just super cute. I love a good mix like this. This is really fun. I kind of hope this is something they continue to do more of, like these little mixes like this, because they really are a good time. It just allows you to just kind of use them all and just kind of throw them all in together, because they look so fantastic together no matter what you do. So it's like perfect. All right, and then we can do maybe one of these larger gemstones. And then this little guy here. You may have to cut a little bit more off your strand if it's giving you a hard time. And maybe some of these just won't work. It's okay. I know you can put glue on the ends, but I'm not very patient waiting for it to dry. Nope, that one's just not gonna work. It's okay. Probably gonna see in a minute anyway where I am about with the size that I have right now. Okay, let's see. All right, so I still have a little ways to go. I could probably do like a few more little beads. So let's just do like one of these little guys. And then we'll just follow it up with a few little beads. And let's leave it like that for right now. And then we can always add to it if we need to. And let's grab our next strand. So our next strand, we're going to start the same way. We're going to use some small beads. One. And we're going to try to pay a little bit of attention to where our larger beads are located, so that we don't like put our larger beads right next to each other, and kind of have them like spaced out nice throughout the design. But other than that, it's pretty much anything goes. So right here is, I think is where I might want to put one of my larger beads, but let's kind of build up to it. Let's put this one here. And then we can put this one on. All right, and we're gonna just keep going. Sorry, I had to pause it just for a second, guys. See if I can get any of those little beads on. Let's snip a little bit more of this off. Whatever I can't get on there, it's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna be upset about it. It's fine. I just would like to have like some of these like little red ones on here too. Sorry, I would tell you guys it's allergy season, but one, you know that, and two, I feel like it's always allergy season for me. So it's like, well, I just got like a little tickle in my throat, and I may have to pause a little bit here and there, but that's okay. We'll make it. Yeah, this little mix is just adorable. And like, I feel like I'm not even like using a lot of it yet. Like I'm still, like I've used quite a bit, I feel like, but there's still so much like left over. And we have like another whole strand to go, but I kind of feel like we're not going to need like everything. So let's go ahead and stack a few of these like little peanut beads together, because I love the way that looks. It's so super cute. Yeah, I definitely want more of this little mix. This little mix is just so much fun. Lauren, if you're watching, do more of those little mixes. I like those. Do more of those little mixes. I will surely buy them. Put this one on here. You can do it, string. There you go. And then let's do some more little beads. Yeah, it's affecting my throat and it's affecting my nose. And I'm like, come on. I've been taking my allergy medicine at night too, just so I can sleep a little bit better. Because it just kind of, well, you know how it is when your allergies are bothering you, and it's annoying. It can be annoying. Let's do this triangle bead. That's really cute there. And that little bicone just rests like perfectly on that. And then we can just finish this off with some small beads. Some of these little round ones like this, these have like some fire polish on them. They're just really, really cute. This is kind of just showing you guys that you can take any of your like little beads and just like whatever colors you like and just mix them together. Make your own little mixes. And let's do this little guy. And then those are about the same, so we're just gonna leave that. That's cute. That looks really cute. All right, we're on our last strand here. So let's start this one off the same way we did the others. We just need some small beads. Let's go with this little amber looking one. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My husband is cracking up at something. I have no idea what he's watching in the living room, but his laugh is so loud. And I absolutely love his laugh. It brings me so much joy to hear him laughing like that. I mean, even though everyone is experiencing some tough times. We have some stuff going on in our friend circle that is really upsetting, and I've been thinking about it a lot, and I don't want to go into it too much, but there's friends of ours that are getting a divorce, and it's necessary. There's one who wants to work it out, and then there's one who just really doesn't want to work it out. So I mean, at that point, it's kind of hard, so thinking about them constantly, and hoping that they both can find peace and joy in their lives. And I think my daughter just made it here. Her surgery's tomorrow, so. All right. So there's that. Let's put this one on right here. And here we go. And then let's do some more peanut beads. I have some of these bluish ones. Let's do some of these. There we go. Looks good. And let's just keep on going. Okay, so yep, that's my daughter. She was here, so she came and talked to me for a minute, and now she went back out there for a little bit until I finished this. And yeah, when I'm done here, I'm gonna go back out there and hang out with my kiddo and get ready for surgery tomorrow. It's nothing major. She's just, she has some, girl issues. So there's like the endometriosis and that they're going to try to help her out with and assist on her ovaries. So, just that kind of stuff. And so she's good. She just has to get this stuff taken care of, I mean, poor kid. But at least they're hoping to be able to help her out a lot, which is really good because she's suffered with endometriosis for way too long. There we go. Oh, this looks really cute together. I love this. All right, so now we can just add our final little beads here. Just gonna grab some little ones. Pop them on. Surely does not feel like sweater weather right now. We got our fake summer or where we're supposed to really be, but we had fake fall for about a week. I don't know what it is. Michigan's weird. But any one of you know, just the state that you're in, the weather can change no matter what. It just, one day you're enjoying the weather and the next day you're like, this is not great. And then I'm just hoping that it does cool off a little bit. That's the one thing I have to say about where we live though, is oh, Leah, look at this, you guys. So this is going to be right about where I want it. So that's kind of perfect. And I have all this extra string, and because I didn't do really any knotting like I thought I would. Maybe we'll do, I'll do my knot here, and then we can do another one that's a single strand, maybe make it longer to do kind of a little bit of a wrap type bracelet. Let's see. Fingers were stuck. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing here. Just gonna try to slowly bring that towards the end of my beads. There we go. So they're still loose enough to move. And yeah, I think I really could get a little wrap bracelet out of this, because look, I could still go around and I still have room for a clasp. Ooh, you know what? I think we have a plan, guys. The only problem is maybe I would be able to go down to one strand here, because if I'm going to be doing a clasp, I would really only need, because the more I think about it, I think I want to do that toggle and save these for do earrings or something. I don't know. I'm thinking. All right, so let's see what we have. I really do want to use those, but oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know. I'm just like struggling with like how to use them properly. I just cut some more of this off. All right, so let's start. We have like a ton of those, these red barrel beads. I kind of really do want to just go down to one. I wonder if I could do that without it looking weird. Or maybe I could just do like more of the small ones, but do more of the big ones with it. Like grab some of these two. How weird would it be if I decided to cut these other two strands off? I feel like it'd be wasteful. You guys, I'm having like a hard time making decisions here. All right, so you know what? Maybe we'll do this. So let's do this. I'm gonna grab one of these. I wonder if I can put these on all three. So I started out making it asymmetrical, and now I'm like, you know what? We have enough cord. Let's do a wrap. Let's do a wrap. And I'm not really good at making wrap bracelets, but I think it'll be okay. I do want to trim this up a little bit though, just so I have it a little more even. I wonder if I can get 3 in here. It's probably no way. No. All right, so we have that little guy. And then we can put on one of these like triangles. And then let's do a spacer. Now we're really just winging it. There's like no plan. All plans have gone out the window. And we are literally just winging it here. And then let's do this. Our spacer. Another one of these. And then I wonder if I have any more of these spacers in my stash from like a previous box. Bet you I do. Okay, and then we can do do this. And then one of these little guys. That looks cute. I like that. And then if we did like a little knot here. There we go. Okay, yeah, this looks really darling. I am so happy that I'm just kind of going with it, you guys. This is going to be so much fun. All right, so now we just have like our like single strands, and now I just want to really kind of put on just a bunch of stuff. Let's see what all I can fit on here. So start with this one. I wish those smaller ones would fit better. I wonder if I have a scrap wire that I can try to get it through there. I know I don't have a big eye needle because I don't know what I do with those things. Like I always start out with like a whole like little container of them, and then before I know it, they're like all gone, and I don't know what happens to them. All right, so let's put on a little bead. And then let's go ahead and start putting on some bigger ones here in a minute. I just want to get a couple little ones on here to start out. And let's go right for it. This one. Do 2 of those. I have all this like little extra thread everywhere. And let's do a smaller bead. And then let's do a bigger bead. And then another small one. And then a really big bead. And here we go. All right, guys, I think I'm on the right track here now. So I'm going to pause this for a little bit, and then I am going to keep on adding. I'll show you what I did when we get back, but then that'll give you a break from watching me constantly just string, string, string. Get this one on and then this one on. And let's test it real quick on my wrist before I decide. Let's see. I'm just going to take it and just kind of wrap it around. Oh yeah, I still got plenty of room to string, so I'm going to keep on stringing, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, friends, I finished that section, so let's see where we're at now. I'm going to hold on to that. Okay. Oh, it's looking good. This is looking so cute. All right, but I still have some more that I can bead. So we're just gonna do like a section where we use all 3 strands here. And let's start with, you know, I'm kind of wondering, I only have 3 of these spacers left. Let me just roll back there and see what I have. I know I probably have more. Okay, I'm definitely looking for the ones that have a little bit larger of a hole here. And, oh, you know what? I do have, well, those don't really have a huge hole, do they? What about some of these? I might be able to do those. I'm not sure where these came from. They could have come from the sister store Bead Box Bargains, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. All right, so let's start this one. I'm going to put all 3 strands through. If it'll let me. I might not be able to. Yeah, I don't think it will. Oh, that's okay. Let's figure it out. We can figure this out. So first of all, I do want to fix this again because, there we go. All right. Let's put one of these little guys on. Having one of those days. It's like everything wants to cooperate in the beginning, and then you get towards the end and it doesn't want to cooperate anymore. It's like, nope, I'm done. You should be done too. I really wish I could get some of these on there. That'd be really cute. It's all right. It's okay. Let's put this little triangle bead on. And then let's string on some of these red barrel beads. We don't need to make a really big section here. This can actually just be like a small section because I think I am going to do the toggle instead of the button clasp. I'm thinking. Like, I don't know if that's the truth or not yet. I haven't decided. But I'm thinking about that. And I would have to probably do the 1/2 of the button clasp now, like the loop part, if I were to do that. So I think we are leaning more towards using the toggle. Well, maybe not. I think maybe I could still do the button. Let's see. Get on there. Oh, you come on now. It's like I had all 3 strands in there. All right, so let's try. Let's see, that one's a kind of a smaller hole. Let's grab a few more. Because I really only need 2 more of these red ones. So if I can get just 2 more to fit. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, you did it. All right, so now let's put this on. One more red one, guys. Just like, oops, look, I did that one thread. Shoot. Pull that back down. Nope. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Let's see if we can remedy that. I was so excited, but then not everything was through the hole. Let's see if I can grab a hold of it. It's that one little piece that just does not want to go in there. It's like everything else will, but that one little piece does not want to. There we go. Okay. Whew, my goodness. All right, so let's put this last triangle on. That has a large hole, so we're good there. All right, let's tie this knot. And let's just bring that down close to the bead. There we go. Awesome. All right, so now this should be pretty good. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'll be able to put the button on and do the this is cute. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I am so happy with the way this is turning out, you guys. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna just do probably just a couple beads leading up to the button. So let's just put on a couple little beads here, because I'm really only going to be able to use one strand. So let's just do that. And if we put this on, like so, and put that on here. Just gotta test this out here. Sorry guys, this is like a trial and error, like, because I'm not usually doing stuff like this. All right, so that should work. Okay, so let's put it right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do like a surgeon's knot with this one strand. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna make a loop, and then we're gonna make our loop, go through our loop once and twice, and we're going to glue this knot. Probably don't need to glue any other knots because I don't think it's going to hurt anything, but this one, oh, that did not turn out right. Made it up too high. All right, so let's go back down. It's going to be like a big knot on there, but that's okay. And then back through again. If I can get it lower than that first knot that I had. This is where it's like tricky for me because I don't know if this is the right way of me doing this, but it's the way I'm doing it, so this is just gonna have to be. Maybe if I put my scissors in that loop, like stuck on that knot. That's not quite right. You know what? I don't like the way that looks. All right, so let's cut this one piece off because we know that we're not going to need all of our strands, right? I'll probably put a piece of glue there too, some little glue there. All right, so maybe what we do is we put both strands through. See if we can get them through these little beads. Oh yeah, because I want to do a couple small beads right here just to try to, you know, kind of keep it all together. There's that one. Then let's see if we can do one of these yellow ones. Okay, and then let's put this through. Trying something here that I've not done before. So I know I could probably just put a ball head pin through this and make it into like a shank on the back, but I don't really want to do that. I want to do it this way. So let's put this little spacer, since we don't have it anymore. This is our last little spacer. Let's see if that'll go through both holes there. And I'm sure it will. Let's see if we can get that on there. Grab a hold of both strands. Oh shoot, it's wanting to do that thing. Let's see. Oh, well, it's got like a little chunk of metal right there. Oh, that's why. Let's see if I can poke that. It's not really metal. I think it's more like just paint. There we go. I got that rid of that. That's why I wouldn't go through. Yeah, there. See, now it's like perfect. All right, so now we can take one of our little beads. I kind of want to do this yellow one. Maybe that yellow one won't fit. So then let's do this one. Okay, so now we have that, and now I'm going to take this and we're going to have 2 strands, and we're going to do our surgeon's knot this way. And yes, we will still glue it, and I'll probably use my thread burner to like burn off the ends of the thread too. I'm going to do that one more time. Just make sure it's really, really snug. And now we're going to have like a nice little knot there. We can snip this off. And I think using the thread burner will also help it like kind of melt together, so that it'll be kind of like a little more like buttony, I guess. All right, so one more time around our wrist, you guys. One more time. Because now we got to see exactly where we want to put our knot, our little loop. So right about here will be perfect, and that's right here. I kind of want to put more beads here. But I had such an issue with this, so maybe we don't. Maybe we just, you know what? We could actually make it so that we have a loop for a smaller wrist and a loop for my wrist. Let's do this. Put that here. And then let's just start making our knot, but let's make sure it's not too big or too small. Just test it. Okay, I think that's going to be good. Right about here, because we got to get past that little lump. So there. And then down here towards the end, we're going to do the same thing. So now you can wear it like on the smaller size if you need to. Oh my goodness. Having issues. Getting towards the end of my rope, literally. All right, so now that's gonna go in here. Let's see. That's gonna be too big, so we need to just scoot the knot down just a little bit. probably right about there. There we go. And now that should fit through there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fine. There we go. That's gonna be perfect. And now you could even like just like cut this right off, or you could hang some little beads from it. But I'm probably just gonna cut mine here and call it good, because there's enough beads on this that we don't need to really put any more beads on it. And then, oh, I actually need the smaller one. Look at that. I thought I needed the bigger one. So I could actually trim this off more if I wanted to. All right, so now I'm just gonna just put this through. Oh my goodness. I can do buttons, you guys. I really can. Just want to test it just to make sure we're good before I continue on. Oh yeah, we're good. Look at that. Look at how cute that is. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna actually trim off this part here, and I'm gonna use some glue, and I'm gonna put my thread burner to this guy, and then we are good. Let's take it back off. All right, and now I'm gonna grab my glue. And here it is. We're gonna use a little GS Hypo cement so we can really get into that knot. Oh, I hate when I have like the little glue boogers on it. There we go. And then we just want to get right into that knot there. Okay, let that dry. And I think we will just go ahead and dab it on some of these other knots, just to be on the safe side. I mean, it's just a little tiny little droplet of glue. It should be fine. And then here. And then here. And then here. All right, let's set that aside. Okay, I can never get that in. All right, so we're just gonna wait on that. And we'll let that go. I will trim this off here because I don't need it to be any longer. And then I'm gonna grab my thread burner. If you guys don't have one of these are really a great little investment. They're only like 10 bucks on Amazon. And this is the Beadsmith one, so you can, you know, just order it like through pretty much any retailer, or I got mine, like I said, on Amazon. So I'm just gonna snip this one piece here. And then you just press a little button. Hopefully my battery's not dead. Then it starts like melting it. Oh, come on. There we go. And then just dab it really quick. And then it's just going to make that little, it's going to turn that into like a little hard piece there. And if you missed any like little threads, you can just burn those right off. There's like a couple little hair-like threads right here. There we go. And then just go in and fix it. There we go. Looks good. All right, so that's what that looks like. I'm just gonna set that aside, and now let's get it on for real. There, my glue's not dry yet, but that's okay. I mean, the knots all work, and it's all good. So I'm just gonna put one of my little loops over top here of my flower. And whenever I'm wearing like a wrap style bracelet, I do want it to fit a little bit snugger. So I do want it to kind of like hug my wrist instead of being like loose and floppy like I like some of my other bracelets. These I like to have just a little bit more snug. All right, so there we go. And this is what it looks like, guys. So you have some big bunches, you got some little pieces, we got our cute little flower here. I hope you like this one. It just kind of just turned into something. Like I started out with one idea and totally went another direction. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know what kind of materials you like to work with besides your bead stringing wire, and let me know in the description, in the comments, what you think of the bracelet. All right, guys, sending you my love. Talk to you soon. Bye.